their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Seminoles ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup for 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
There's a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, and the offense goes through him. You gotta love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks the tackle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page that they were there.
He stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and the first down.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this game.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Throwing, Mensah. Grab behind the line. It's Lofton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. they create momentum to start.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Leads it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Daniels. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll be stopped short at the line of the game. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups, even though that one goes in.
Finding some room. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second. And that little pause will open up those creases. And he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second. Makes the big, long touchdown run.
He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? Always trying to find it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught, it's Vaughn. Makes a grab and room to run. Pass attack. Touchdown, Kane! And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Working to pass. It's Daniels. Makes the grab. It's Wiles. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The run from the shotgun. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll get the ball back, stopping them short of the first down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. Here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Going right and going deep. It's caught. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Hurricanes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. On the ground with the counter. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Nice job by the quarterback of evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Here's Mensa to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the middle, and it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Under fire, and down he goes.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. He's looking deep. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play of interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. This time he's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Daniels. He'll try to do it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. They'll snag it just inside the 10. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. start this third quarter, one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Miami. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He was trying to get that return going instead.
This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the crowd that does make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Moore pulls it in. It's hooked. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Ready? Hey, move.
The run inside. It's Davison. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Throwing more. Rush is on him. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Snags it, and he's open. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it 1st and goal.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Creates a little space. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Right on the money. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dante Moore wants to throw again. With the catch, it's hooked. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football, and guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Got a man on his feet at the 40. Open space at the 25. They bring him down with a big play. Move the sticks.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it.
It's just so nice to have a signal who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The defense. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Play fake, Underwood. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the grab. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here, Dodson. Here's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down
awareness by this guy on third down. Scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Underwood to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Could not make his way to the corner. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's more to throw. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. There he goes. Big play for this offense. They get it to the 32. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Makes the grab on the back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Moore with the play fake. Moving out to the right. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip for the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, running back gets the give. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. He's got it again. He got past the first down marker, but he's got to take it to the house. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the timing just a hair off.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Got the back over the middle. Delivers the stiff arm. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Underwood on the play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted! Play. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, and that small change, they took over at the 33.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
the move from inside his spot. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Takes a handoff. It's Berry. It's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Might as well give it to him again.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down. They're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They get it on bounds. They are so midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are intimidating.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's Harris. And his motors are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Back to pass, it's Levin. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
There's some room. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll run it. It's Berry. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On the direct snap, it's Berry. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The ninth play is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Moore. Throwing right. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run right up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. Didn't bring up 4th down.
You know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. 4th down, Moore. Under fire. Drilled as he goes, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
They're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've got really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Got it down the field. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Going to the run, it's Berry. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's Let's see what the decision is here.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across for 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore. It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide. Spread the formation. Find them.
He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And the catch off the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Release to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Again, it's Moore. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it. Open field on the right. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he pumped the field in an instant. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Pressure coming, and they got it.
And that's a really good response by this defense, man. You don't get too down on yourself. You don't beat yourself up. You line up. You play the next play. Nice job getting in the backfield. Now, going on the offensive, getting them in 2nd and long, a pretty predictable situation.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They'll try to add another to their lead. extra point. They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing more. Dances away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progression from going 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. He goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Ducks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. If they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 takes remaining on the clock.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Might be changing the route. They'll go play action with Moore. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead here in the second half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Working that left side now. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Eagle! Eagle! Iron! Iron! Hammer! Hammer!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. He's down immediately, but he's got enough. It'll be a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete to the right. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Levitt. Looking for a big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. third.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got some room to run. He's at the 10, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Going to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Great place to start for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Might have a chance. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Harris. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's past the 30. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Tigers heading quickly to the line. To the air, it's Levin. Looking left. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, you cannot count.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just keep slinging it. Tough running gets it down to the 4. Dropping back, it's Lemon. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
Making side adjustments here. The run inside. It's Davison. Makes it past the marker. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Here's a little room there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make